Hey fight fans, this is Richard Schaefer and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so Deontay Wilder has responded to the reports that he was arrested in Los Angeles for having a firearm in his car along with a bit of weed. Now, he took to social media and says that I'd rather be safe than sorry, the end. So we'll talk about that in a second. Now, of course, he then talks with Anthony Joshua about staging that fight in Saudi Arabia in December. So it does make me wonder, I mean, because of Wilder's history with Anthony Joshua, the fact that he's always been clout chasing, turned down 100 million and all kinds of excuses not to fight Anthony Joshua, was this just another one? You know what, I'm backed into a corner now. I have no reason to not fight Anthony Joshua. I think I'd rather go to prison than fight Anthony Joshua. Maybe it's deliberate. Maybe he deliberately had those windows tinted for a particular reason to get pulled over. You never know, right? Or maybe he's still carrying that burning desire of getting impregnated. What better place to do it? Okay. Now, as far as him saying that I'd rather be safe than sorry, of course, what he's talking about here, it won't be the weed, it'll be the firearm, right? It's 9mm. And listen, I don't know how volatile certain places are in Los Angeles in America, but I'm led to believe they're pretty bad at times. So we've seen a lot of celebrities being held up at gunpoint to have their wallets taken off them, to have their credit cards, to have their watches, their jewelry, all that kind of stuff, and some of them have even been shot. So in some ways, it's better to have something and not need it than need something and not have it. So we can't knock Wilder for having this particular firearm, okay? But at the end of the day, it could be one of those situations where if you're driving around in a pretty hostile place and somebody does recognise you for being a celebrity, minor celebrity at that, and they do hold him up, well, firstly, if he pulls out his weapon and uses it, you could be seeing Wilder doing life, okay? Ain't nobody want to see that, okay? Or vice versa, okay? He can end up getting shot himself. So I don't think anybody can really blame him for carrying this particular firearm. Now, for him being arrested, as I said in the previous video, I don't know American law, but some of you have suggested that in certain parts of the country, while he may well be licensed to carry firearms in Alabama, maybe it doesn't cross over into Los Angeles. Or even if it does, the fact that he had some weed with him as well, there's a law about carrying a firearm while intoxicated. They could put that down as like the same thing, just in case, I don't know, he goes a little bit mental and starts using it. Okay, so maybe that could be the issue. Hopefully everything's going to be okay. Hopefully he doesn't have to face any kind of jail time. I'm sure he won't. But ultimately, of course, we want to see him fight Anthony Joshua. However that fight goes, we want to see it. They need to fight. I don't want to go through this particular era of them two not fighting each other. Okay, so court, leave Wilder alone for a little while. Okay, let him go take his medicine with Anthony Joshua. Then do what you got to do afterwards. Okay, just let us have that fight, please. So anyway, Wilder is saying that it's better to be safe than sorry. I don't think anybody can argue with that, can they? It is better to have something and not need it than need it and not have it. So I can understand what Wilder's saying there, for sure. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.